My name is Jeffrey Shew with Shew Properties. We are here at the 321 Davenport site. Actually, this site is right in Yorkville, in a very quiet pocket of Yorkville. It's going to be absolutely a very luxury building. Alterra Group is the one that's building it. They're willing to work with the purchasers to customize the floor plans and home itself. So let's go check out the sales office and see what they have to offer. We are interviewing Rob today. He is the developer for Alterra Group, and they're doing this very special building at 321 Davenport, actually in Yorkville. It's going to be very, very, very luxurious. So Rob, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. How did you find Alterra? You know, what's your philosophy with the whole development?
You know, historically we were low-rise home builders, and our business model changed in the late 90s. We became condominium developers, multi-residential developers, always with the same philosophy. We're building for real buyers. We're building for people that have an interest in quality and have an interest in you know, moving into something that's well finished and well thought out. Floor plan design, building amenity design, always very important to us, and because we handle all aspects of the development, from planning, architectural design, working closely with our architects, construction, we do build all our own buildings. One of the few builders left in the marketplace that still actually has their own in-house construction operation. Which allows us to control the quality, allows us to control delivery dates, and keeps our relationship very close with our buyers, as well as handling all the after-sales service. So really from beginning to end, we're involved at every step of the way, and 321 Davenport is kind of a perfect example of a development that we have been involved with and will continue to be involved with from start to finish.
So tell us about 321 Davenport.
Sure. So 321 Davenport, or 321 Davenport, is a mid-rise, you know, call it a boutique style building, you know, located just between DuPont and Bedford on west side of Davenport. It's a project that we looked at as basically trading on our skills and experience after developing and building 36 Hazelton. That was our first, you know, first luxury, really super luxury high-end condo building in the city, and you know, naturally after you experience the building and selling of a project like 36 Hazelton, which was, you know, very successful, you want to do it again. So this building, so 321, we really wanted to focus on the, you know, on a very contemporary design.
This is the scale model of 321 Davenport. A very beautiful building. Actually, we are on the west side of this building, and you can see right here that all the terraces in this building, all the balconies are going to be facing west. Now, what's important about that? Well, facing west, we're facing along Admiral Road, and that part of the city is very protected by the government. So what you see in this view facing west is what you're gonna get. Right? You're gonna get very, very, very beautiful views as facing west. All these are going to be low-rise houses, right? They're 3 stories tall at most. You're gonna see a very beautiful trees and parks and everything. It's absolutely stunning with a CN Tower view of downtown Toronto. Now, if we come here to the other part of the building, this here is actually facing along Davenport. Alterra did a very beautiful architecture plan here. When they were working with the architect, they actually took into account the civil engineering of everything. So they understood that Davenport actually curves, and so they wanted to, when they were designing this, they wanted to ensure that when the sun reflects off the glass, it reflects off very nicely along with the curve. So they've really studied the angles of how the sun comes in. They've studied, you know, when it comes from the east, when it comes from the west. They didn't cheap out on any of the materials. As you can see, this whole glass, this curved glass, is going to be one piece. It's not going to be like, you know, bits of straight glass curving. No, it's going to be actual curved glass. They didn't use any stucco here. It's actually an extremely beautiful building. With such a beautiful building that you're doing, like, what's going to be the features and finishes? What's Alterra going to do to make this, you know, go above and beyond?
So, you know, that's a good question, and we're actually sitting right now in the presentation center, and you know, if you just want to look straight ahead,
Over there.
you know, the natural hardwoods and the, you know, the authentic stone and natural materials that we're using are all standard. So everything you see on that wall, there's a couple sort of color package suggestions, but anyone who buys into 321 Davenport will have the opportunity to pick individual. You know, a lot of people want to work with you know, their own designer.
Yeah.
So we think that, you know, this is just a small selection of what is available for people that buy into the project. The kitchen, as well as a, you know, full custom kitchen. This would be a standard kitchen that would be available, standard stone.
Yeah.
That's marble on the backsplash and the hood cover. You know, really to get a feel for this project, we really try to bring people in to the presentation center, because I think it really gives a reflection of our commitment.
Yeah.
It gives a reflection of the finishes available, the quality of the finishes, and you know, this is where we tell the story.
What about like the features of the amenities in the building?
So the building, being a small building, you know, we put in amenities that we think, based on our experience with 36 Hazelton and what our buyers there had great use for and seemed to be very interested in, we did in this building. We have this fabulous catering kitchen, which is be available for use by any of the owners. It has also almost like a dining room, boardroom facility that can be booked by the owners in the building.
Who's the architect, and if you could tell us a little bit about how it was working with them?
So our architect on this project is a fellow by the name of Ralph Giannoni. The firm is called Giannoni Petricone. Very, very strong reputation in the city for, you know, very interesting design. You know, Ralph's very established. He's a member of the design review panel, City of Toronto. And the firm is, yeah, they specialize in many different types of architecture, but I think this is their crown jewel. We believed people would be looking, you know, for a lot of glass, a lot of light. You know, some of the features on the exterior of the building really make this stand alone, and I really do believe that once it's completed, it will be, if not the most spectacular condominium building in the city, certainly one of them.
Mm-hmm.